Okay.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Sorry, my video is not working. As funny as that sounds. Okay, so did you get a chance to take a look at the workouts that were in there?
Yes, I did. I worked out late last night because it was another long day. And because it was so late, like the plank wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
And there was one with the band. I have bands, but I didn't have a way to do it overhead here at home.
Okay.
So one. But it was a pretty good workout last night.
Okay.
And so I haven't looked at today's yet because I'm about to do it sometime between now and 1 o'clock. And yeah, I completely forgot to take the supplement drinks before the workout last night because I was just so tired. I'm trying to fix my schedule so I'm not working out so late at night.
Yeah, sure.
Haven't figured that out yet, but I'm getting there.
What's your how have you been feeling with energy? Has that started to change yet? Last time we talked, it hadn't.
Yeah, I think it definitely has.
Oh, cool.
I'm well, in a good way and a bad way. I'm staying up later than I should.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely see an improvement.
Okay. Sweet. There we go. Well, it'll get there. Great.
Yeah.
Work's just been busy.
Work and all my extracurricular stuff outside of work.
Yes, you do a lot of things. Yes, you do.
Next week, to West Virginia. So I've been fine though. With traveling, eating well and staying on the plan as close as I can. I've been doing great, I think.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. I love to hear that. Yeah. I've been looking at your stuff. Oh, come on now, my computer's going too slow. All right, yeah. So I want to share my screen if it ever happens. And what time you wake? I mean, I know you're going to bed late. How are you feeling like the quality of sleep?
It's good. I just need more. But the quality of sleep's good.
All right, sweet. And you're back up by about what time?
It varies. I'd say like 8:30 is the latest I get up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the weekends kind of sleeping a little longer, but with the daylight being so early in the morning, I don't have any room darkening shades, so the light me up pretty early again. So probably like 10:30 at the latest on the weekends, and that's usually more like 9.
Okay.
Like last night, I didn't get to bed till 2, and got up this morning at 6:30. So that's no matter how you feel, 4 hours of sleep is not enough for anyone. And then I have another work tonight, so it's going to be another late night. But it's just great.
How often do those late nights occur?
At least 3 nights a week.
Okay.
I'm laughing because my boyfriend's sitting next to me because there's the 3 nights when he's here. Those are the late nights.
It's his fault.
It is his fault.
All right. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so it's going to change the bandit one. All right, so we don't have anything from the top that we can hold on to. Okay, and then so I'll make that adjustment. I know which one you're talking about there. And then tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so the message that I put on these, this is all not what I did. All right, so I don't think this one's saved. Shoot. Okay, so what I did with the burpee was called it a sprawl, and what it is, it's just elevated. So like you could do it off the couch, but you're not having to actually jump. You just step back, step forward. Really, the goal of that one is just to get your heart rate. On the squat jump, it's just a squat. I'll remove the box jump that shouldn't be in there, Abs, 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 abs. You have to let me know how we do with the cross-body mountain climber.
Yeah, I kind of modified it.
Okay, that's fine. This one should stay step jack. Again, that's just really more to get your heart rate up. And then jogging in place is what I really want you to do here is just get your knees higher. I'll make a note in the section above for that one. And then I think it's just a repeat of most of these. Okay, hanging inverted row. We'll have to change that one to that's where you have the band and you'll do a row and you'll just be bent over. That's what I was trying to do with the one up top. And then there's one that says pike push up, but that'll be you have to talk to me about that one too. It's going to be a shoulder tap where you're still inverted, right? But you're trying to tap your shoulder. And so we need to see if that's going to be on the floor, on the couch, or some elevated surface, a table, or literally the wall, which is fine. Any one of those. So that's one where with this one, I believe I can put a note to the side to make that adjustment on that one. And then I think, so this one's more heart rate based than anything else. There's a few things, but almost everything is heart rate based. So when we're doing it, the mode for modification is going to be, okay, either the difficulty is not advantageous for getting my heart rate up, or the movement just doesn't work at all. But anything else is going to be, we're going to go up in, or either up in time or down in the progression so that we can keep the goal for this particular workout is just really interval training. And so just keeping your heart rate up. Okay. So I'll go do and readjust this one like I did the other two. I guess this one didn't save. My computer shut off on me the day I was doing this, and I had done the other two, and I was like, I think it saved, but I didn't go back and check it. All right. And then the other one, let's see. You did, and then
That's today.
Yeah.
It is what I'm gonna do today.
Which one?
The one you just so.
Oh, perfect. Body hit. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So again, there we go. Yeah. Step jacks, elbow plank, knee up crunch. I think so. On the knee up crunch, the only thing I want to tell you here, and I actually might write this in, is I want your back to be flat to the ground. So there's two ways your back gets irritated. One, it's trying to support the rest of your body, right? Or it's like the anchor point, right? And so in this case, in this position, is truly the anchor point. So what I want you to do, so knee ups are going to be dependent upon how well you can keep that back flat to the ground, right? So you should have complete control over pushing it down, but there's still like an inkling, if I can use that word, or a subtleness that it wants to come off of the ground, right? We don't need you really having to forcibly keep it down. That means your legs are too low. And that's also going to be part of our progression. So if we're at 90 degrees, or let's say we're at 92 degrees, right? Okay. Or sorry, 89 degrees. Then we're at 87, 86. Now we're going, okay, we're getting closer and closer down to the ground. That'd be perfect. Or even if we're at 90, beyond 90, that's fine too. And then that'll be part of progression. So it'll be keep the same reps for you in this one, just modify what the legs do. And that'll also tell us two things. One, how strong our abs are getting, and how less force or less stress is on our back as the legs go lower and lower, but then you're still getting stronger through the other way. So it's a great tester as well as a workout to see where the two combinations are, where the stress is on the back and where the abdominal or core strength is.
Okay.
That's why I like that one. That's why I kept it in there, and that's why I modified it, because I can get two kind of work two variables there.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So that one's all done. I'll go finish the other one, but I think you should be good with these.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
All right?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Another thing I did, the only thing else I did, I just put what was removed, so that as time goes on, we can go, oh, that's right. Is it time to try this yet? Or is it just a non-goer, just depending upon the movement? Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. Any other questions related to anything else?
I'm having a hard time eating all the food.
That sounds accurate. That sounds accurate.
So is it
Go ahead.
morning? Some mornings I'm calling breakfast my coffee with my shake. Is that okay? Because I just can't, some mornings I really like the coffee with the shake together, instead of black coffee. So I've been doing that almost every morning now. But
We're not getting our vegetable in.
right. But I'm doubling the vegetables at dinner.
Okay, that's fine. And what about the carbohydrate?
Just sticking with that in the morning. It's like I'll have a piece of fruit, or
So
or
you're doing, and how many scoops of protein are you putting in your coffee?
one.
So 1 scoop of protein, and then your snack you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing like a scoop of the protein with 6 ounces of water, and then adding the coffee.
Right, that's for your. Are we calling that your breakfast?
Yeah, for most days. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, and then what about what about our snack?
Sometimes I'll have a piece of fruit. Sometimes a piece of Ezekiel with sugar-free jelly or something like that. But I've mostly been I definitely have a carb and a protein, and sometimes a vegetable at lunch.
Okay, so all right, so your breakfast has been a coffee with protein,
Yeah.
and then you'd either have a fruit or some Ezekiel bread at the same time or slightly later. Is that right? Okay, and then what are we eating prior to lunch? Are we doing a protein shake prior to lunch?
Not another one because I have it at breakfast.
Okay, so we're missing one. We need to add another one in there.
Well, now I have one right now.
Mm-hmm.
One in the morning and one before lunch, one after lunch. So before dinner. So that's still 2 a day.
Right, but you're using one as a meal replacement.
Oh, so, okay. So I still have to add another one.
Yeah, so it's still a protein, a shake protein, a lunch protein, a shake protein, a dinner. So we're still down one.
Okay. Well, maybe I should just, if I added a protein with the coffee and the shake in the morning, is that okay? Can I do it that way?
Yeah, so if you had a meal, some kind of protein, yeah. Yeah, so when you say it's getting tough to eat, tell me what that means. Like at what part of the day?
Yeah, well, mostly after having the shake and the coffee in the morning, it's hard to, I'm not real hungry at lunch.
Right, remember, we don't want to be hungry though.
That's good.
Good. We don't want to be hungry, but don't let that be. So remember, your body is used to the pattern that you set it up to, and it's going to take some time to change its pattern. And that pattern is more psychological than it is physiological, but they both work together, right? So,
So I don't eat till I'm hungry. So like I don't say, oh, it's 12 o'clock, I have to have lunch. So I'm not doing it just because it's 12 o'clock or whatever. I'm waiting till I'm hungry.
don't do that.
No.
No, so remember, hunger is your body breaking down muscle. So if you're waiting till you're hungry, that means your body already started breaking down muscle, which does 2 things: drops your metabolism and keeps your fat level where it is. So we want to break that cycle because that's the cycle your body has been in, right? Like, oh, when I'm hungry, that's when I eat. And we all think that, right? That's until someone tells us otherwise. So that's the cycle we absolutely want to break. You want to just start to eat, and it doesn't necessarily have to be on schedule, but we don't need it on that schedule because that is teaching our body to break down muscle, which we're trying to build up the muscle so we can do what? Feel stronger, live longer, burn body fat. So right now we're keeping the same cycle. So we got to break that cycle.
Okay.
Okay. You got it. So here's the thing. When you tell your body it's time to eat, it'll fall in line.
Okay.
Right. So previously, what you have been telling your body is, I'm not hungry, I'm not hungry, I'm not hungry. And then letting your body go, well, there's no option left. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to switch it and go, okay, you're going to eat when I tell you to, body. And I might not like it because you're not going to feel like, right, that thing. Right. But
Right.
once you get into that, and it takes about 2 weeks. So you just got to give yourself some time for that. Right. Because you're like, oh my God, I'm overstuffing myself, which is a very, very fair thing to feel and to think. But then when you see the results, you start going, what I thought and what I feel is changing, and that's when it has to happen for you, right?
But the longest time I should wait in between meals?
What's the longest time you should wait in between meals?
Like no matter what time I have,
Yeah.
how soon after should
How long are you waiting now between meals to where you start feeling hungry?
every day is different.
Okay, give me an average of, it's 4 hours, 5 hours,
Um,
6 hours.
it's 6 hours, I'm gonna say.
So then I'm going to probably say your body needed food 2 hours before that. So I would probably say for you, it's probably going to be 3.5 to 4 hours.
Okay.
Right? Because we don't want that process to start happening. Right? That's the thing we're trying to break. And remember, when your body's breaking down muscle, it's storing fat. Right? Which is why we're here, not to have that happen anymore. Cool beans. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why, like, and again, it doesn't have to be on a strict schedule, but it's got to be on a schedule, right? Where it's like, oh, it's just time to do this, right? And so a few things, right? One, you're gonna break from work anyway to go do it. So that gives you time to get up and move and get out of the position that you're in. So that's fair. That's why we like to shake too as a snack, because it shouldn't promote. And like we have nurses, right? They're like, I can't eat. I'm like, cool. You can run to the room real quick, right? Go like this and run back out. That takes 3 seconds. You can totally do that. But that gives you kind of a mental psychological break, and it gives you what your body needs, which feeds back to the same thing, right? It goes back to the mental side of it. So yeah, so do that. So start with the good question. Good. I'm glad you said that. This is why we do these calls, right? This is why I do these calls. So yeah, so start breaking that cycle for yourself, and definitely getting into 3 with the 2 shakes in between. And again, if your scale is sliding a little bit, like, hey, we're not sliding, but it's your scale basically, right? You know, if it's 8 and then it's 1 and then it's 5 or 6, fine. But as long as we have those breaks in there too, those shakes in there. Okay.
Yep. I'll start paying more attention to that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I like you want to hear something crazy? My wife goes, I hate all your alarms on your phone, because I'm busy working, right? And I'm busy trying to like do my thing. And I'm like everybody else. I can sit at my desk and I'm standing right now, but I can do that for hours and go, oh shit, I didn't, or I forgot to, or so I have an alarm on my phone to brush my teeth at noon every day. And I go brush my teeth at noon if I'm somewhere where I can do that. It's not always available. But she says, I hate your phone because it goes off constantly. I'm like, and it breaks my focus, which is great, right? Because I'm locked in. Yeah. So that's what I do. I set alarms all over my phone. It's been a great, and the other thing that's really great about it, I don't have to keep it on my mind because I have plenty of other shiitake mushrooms to have on my mind. So,
right.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Shoot me some updates to that and how it's going.
All right. I will.
Cool. And you're going away this weekend or next weekend?
Weekend for Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, right. Hey, we're going to be in Disney for Memorial Day, so I'll shoot you guys some photos. Should be fun.
So good than where I'll be.
Yeah. Well, our
grandparents' grave in West Virginia.
Oh, really? Do you do that every memorial?
No, that I had their ashes with me for all these years, and we finally buried their ashes. So now I'm getting the marker put on it, and then I'll be done.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. That's memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, my son this is the last year he can get in for free. So we went last year, and then my wife was like, you think it's weird if we go back to back? And then she goes, the other one gets in for free. I was like, isn't that like $400 it's saving us? I said, let's do it now. Shoot. So yeah, so we're going back so that the kids can enjoy it. And now they're both old enough that I think they will actually have a really good time. So I'm excited for that.
So. All right, cool.
All right, later, Gator.
All right, talk to you later. Have a good day.
You got it. Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.